what's up guys? We just reached 500 subscribers and I'm so stoked about it. I can't wait for that push to 1,000. And I know you guys heard me talk about how I wanted to bring better quality content to the channel, and I'm here to talk to you about a couple ideas I have to do just that. And in the meantime, thought why not kill two birds with one stone and throw in a collection update for 2017. So I've got two cabinets. I've got this Klingsbo, which you guys are staring at here, and the Detolf. I do want to get a bigger cabinet, but this is the first shelf on the Klingsbo cabinet. I call it the Nintendo Nostalgia Shelf because there's a lot of nostalgia going on here. I grew up with the OG Pokemon games, so that's why I've got them there. Don't remember when I got these protective cases for them, but I am glad I have them. These three figures down here, the Charmeleon, Ivysaur, and Wartortle, I think they're kind of a rip-off for the price. I didn't pick them up from EB Games, GameStop to Americans, I think, but they were a rip-off. They were like 15, 16 bucks after tax, and yeah, wasn't happy about that. But here I got Mew clinging on for life because he doesn't have a stand right now. This is not the Mew that comes with the original Mewtwo. I got that back when I was like, what, 8 years old when Pokemon first came out? Sears, that was the place to be, in my hood anyways. But yeah, that's my display for the Nintendo shelf up here. We got Yoshi and Diddy Kong in the back. I think they both knock out. Probably playing too much Super Smash Brothers. But on to the next shelf down here. This is my X-Men shelf. And yes, before you guys harp on me for not having a complete X-Men lineup and call it an X-Men shelf, that's what it is for now. I wanted to get the Jim Lee Cyclops that just came out. Still debating on that, because I do have a Cyclops already. But I think I'm pretty content with this shelf so far. I mean, like, I would want to get a couple more X-Men villains to fill it out. Not that it's not filled out already inside this little cubicle of a cabinet. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this display. I kind of like to fool around with the lights. And because these are the dioder lights from IKEA as well, you can change color with them. They give you a little remote thing. So maybe I'll show you guys that in the end. On to the next shelf here. This is my all-time favorite Spider-Man shelf. I'm working on getting every incarnation of Spider-Man in his suit, aside from like the newer ones. Like, there's like a new version of Spider-Man 2099, I think it is, that just came out, and another symbiote Spidey, because this is a Red Hulkwave one. And I kind of much prefer this because, I don't know, something about it just looks more like chiseled and like defined and, you know, gritty compared to the streamlinedness of current Marvel Legends nowadays. I do have a couple Marvel Selects in here just because I think they work better. I didn't pick up the Marvel Legends Venom because I have the Select one and I think he's just that much more dope. On the other side here, got Carnage looking all sinister there. Speaking of sinister, we got the Sinister Six in the back there. That's the older Sandman. See if I can weave my way into this shelf without knocking anything over. Believe it or not, I got that Doc Ock standing up on the tentacles, if you can see it down there. No extra support needed. That's what she said. But anyways, yeah, that was a Spider-Man shelf. On to the next one here. This one's a little lackluster because it was my Avengers shelf and then it became my Marvel Hero shelf and now it's just like a mix of everybody. And I kind of redid it last night. I put my favorite guys on this shelf in the front. And I put people who were in the front in the back, just to mix things up a bit. That's the movie Punisher based on Thomas Jane's portrayal of the character. Wicked movie. I wish he reprised his role. I wish Marvel would do that. But yeah, not too much going on this shelf. I haven't really put much work into this one in some time. And lastly, on this Klingsbo shelf, we got my Misfits. I got a Godzilla 2000 down here. This is the original. This is not the recolor. I think he's toting a hefty price tag nowadays. You got King Kong over here, repping Skull Island. Yep. Killer Croc, Bane. Funny story behind that Bane. I got him off eBay, and then I realized he was the one that couldn't stand up straight. It was too late by that point, but I think I could take a Dremel or something and customize him by swapping his legs out with like an Undertaker WWE figure or something. Then I got two Batmans back to back there, Mr. Batman Beyond and the Batman figure from the Dark Knight video game series. Then there's a couple of Transformers and Cranium. Good game if you've ever played it before. Alright, on to the next shelf. So, up top here, we got Venom doing his thing. We got some Marvel movie monsters unopened. Still trying to figure out if I should open this one day or not. I would like to have a monster shelf. That would be pretty sick. But I would need to get a new cabinet again, like I said. Here's my other favorite shelf in the Detolf cabinet. This is, of course, my Dragon Ball shelf. And I just redid the display maybe a couple of weeks ago. Pretty happy with it. I tried interchanging some effects between the characters, and I think it worked out pretty nicely. I wish I had more room to display Broly in a more menacing, badass pose, but I don't right now. It's all good. We got Goku back there duking it out with Frieza, Golden Frieza. I wish that Golden Frieza was slightly bigger though, because in the anime he is slightly bigger. So what the hell? But anyways, on the back we got Beerus chowing down some pizza. That's the focus. Come on, focus. That's the pizza from the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Whis is just giving him some cut eyes. He's like, yo, you didn't hook me up with none of that at all, man. But yeah, that's my Dragon Ball shelf. And this one, as you may have guessed, is continuously growing because we got Nappa and all sorts of people coming out soon. Moving on to shelf number 2 down here is my quote-unquote villain shelf. I know I'm missing a lot of villains. Like, I wanted to get like Doctor Doom and Apocalypse, not only for the X-Men shelf too, but all those guys, Galactus, Sentinels, you know, filling this shelf out. But for now, I think this shelf is cool. Everyone's just chilling like villains. Got Dormammu. Yes, my Ultron is incomplete, but I still have him standing up on one leg, and he's missing one arm. Don't tell nobody that. And we got Yellow Jacket here, just chilling out in Thanos' palm. Thanos just trying to decide whether he should smush this thing or find out what it is. I also have the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Thanos, but that's in a box somewhere for now. And moving on to the next shelf. I really like this shelf. I recently started collecting Black Series figures. I was trying to replicate a picture I saw on Google of like the dark and light side guys all on one side. And let me just block the sun out here. There we go. A little bit better there. Yeah, there's so many figures like I want to add to this shelf, and I want Hasbro to make like Darth Malgus, if you guys know who that is. That's probably my favorite all-time character in Star Wars. I'm not a big fan of like, I don't know, collecting stormtroopers. If I had the money, I definitely would. But aside from that, like characters from Rogue One and all that, and the original trilogy characters like Leia and Han. My mom's actually an avid Star Wars fan, so she collects those. So I consider that as a already kind of grabbed kind of thing. So I don't need to get them. But yeah. And last but not least, we got a random shelf here from when I used to collect Transformers, well, Michael Bay Transformers anyways, figures. Hence the 2 over here. Yeah, I just recently put these guys in because they were all stashed up with my Beasties, which I also want to display because I think I pretty much have almost every single Beasties Transformers in creation, believe it or not. And they're all in a cardboard box inside a plastic bin. So I need to figure out what to do with them. And before I get to my ideas of what to do, got a couple extras here. I still have this Venom. This Venom's the infamous Venom from my channel. Everyone's been asking about it. If I still have it, yes I do. I don't know what to do with it. I also have the variant with the Venom logo on his chest. That's also in a bin somewhere. Recently went down to Orlando and picked this guy up. I don't know whether or not I should open him. Obviously I don't have any other Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd probably pop him on that shelf somewhere, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, do I open this guy? Do I leave him in the box? I don't know. And my last little extra here is also a Marvel Legend. It is Archangel. And again, same thing. I've heard this guy's pretty valuable now. I don't have Apocalypse, so I don't have like, well, I have that Apocalypse, but I don't have as big of an incentive to open this guy yet. He does look pretty awesome though. It's not the SDCC one obviously because the wings aren't metallic. Nonetheless, awesome character. But yeah, so as I give you guys a moving random panoramic shot of the cabinets again, I will give you a brief breakdown on my idea. So obviously stop motion is probably what most of you guys come here for, and I don't blame you. Stop motion's awesome, not Amish. Wow, that's a word that you don't want to mix up. But anyways, I thought I would love to do more stop motion, but how do I increase the productivity of it? How do I pump out more videos more frequently for you guys and keep the storylines and whatever else inside the stop motion videos awesome? So that's when I thought of, what if I did like a 30-second showdown kind of thing, where like there's, you know, random 30-second clips of different fights, and there will be continuity between them, but you wouldn't necessarily get continuity back to back. So let's say like we get a fight with like Ghost Rider versus like Blade or something, just for the hell of it, no pun intended there. And then the next episode would be like completely different characters. Like it could be like Frieza versus like Super Vegeta or something like that, you know? Just to mix it up a bit. You would never know what episode was coming out next. And of course, there would always be room for comments and requests. But speaking of comments and requests, I need to know, like, what do you guys want to see? Like, what characters do you really want to see animated through a stop motion, duking it out? Because that would help me a lot. I know who I want to see, but that might not, can't talk. That may not necessarily be who you want to see. So you gotta let me know. Secondly, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan in addition to Marvel. I don't know how many of my subscribers currently watch Dragon Ball Super or how many Dragon Ball fans there are, but I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on the show, and I think I want to start doing reviews and whatnot. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Are you interested in that kind of thing? I know there's a lot of people who do that already, but again, I have a different personality than those individuals, and I definitely have my own take on it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thank you so much for helping me reach 500 subscribers. I want to push for 1,000 now. Am I crazy? A little bit. Alright guys, until next time, peace.